Binks are slipping away. Both tails are going. Come on, buddy. Come on, Binks. And B's like, all right, I got a front row seat.
Cat showdown. He's going. Oh.
Here we go. Oh boy. This could get ugly.
You don't want to get cornered.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Well, Cooper took care of it.
Cooper's taking up the building.
He broke up the fight.
It's all right, Coop. Let them work it out.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and today is a special video because we are going to show you some cooking tips here. And we are making keto fried chicken with the air fryer. So the first thing you're going to need is some chicken breasts or chicken thighs or strips, anything you would like. I am starting with these frozen Tyson chicken thighs here. I think they were about $6.50, and they are a pretty good deal. They are frozen though, so you have to defrost them. We got those guys sitting right here in the water, defrosting, and we're not going to start cooking for about another hour and a half. About 2 hours actually. So we got our chicken thighs chilling right there. I'll put this all in the description and also on the screen. Then you're going to need some pork rinds. Now I got the Baconettes, which is a funny name, crunchy delicious queso chicharrones. And so these guys have no carbs, less than 1 gram, and that's the good thing about pork rinds if you're on keto. They are mostly protein, so they have 7 grams per serving and no carbs. So you get your pork skins. I also bought the honey mustard ones. If you like the hot ones, they have those as well. These were $2.29. If you buy them off of Amazon, if you buy the keto breading off of Amazon, it'll cost you about $8 or $10 or something ridiculous. You don't need that. All you need is your pork rinds here, one of these hammers. Go ahead and put your pork rinds in a bag. Get a hammer or use your fist or whatever. And these hammers work pretty good. And make those guys no longer pork rinds. Once these guys, or don't use that ender to put holes in the bag. Once these guys are good and crushed, they are ready to be applied to your chicken. But like I said, I bought the frozen chicken. It may not be the best kind. If you like the fresh kind, by all means grab that for your keto fried chicken. This stuff needs to be as thin as possible, and you're going to then egg and pork rind bread your chicken, and look how consistently chopped that is. This is ready. I didn't do the whole bag. I did like, half the bag. So I'm only doing 2 chicken thighs at this point, and then if I want some more, I'll add some more later. But I went ahead and labeled the bag here for queso pork rinds. And then what we will do, that's probably plenty for 2 chicken thighs. So here's the size of the 2 chicken thighs right here. You can see them in a bag defrosting, and I'll keep putting water in this bag until they're fully defrosted. And then also you're going to need some eggs or egg substitute product. Now I like the Publix Eggsters here. Here they are. So these guys right here are 0 fat, 0 cholesterol, see, fat-free egg product. So I will use these. It doesn't take much. We'll just put them in a little bowl, and then we'll dip the chicken in here and then into the egg, and that will make the deliciousness come out. So we will check back with you guys when these guys are getting defrosted. Meanwhile, you will have your air fryer here. You're also going to need some spices for your keto, or for your pork rinds. If you only got the regular pork rinds, I got the cheese ones. And you need something to spray on top of all that once you bread your chicken, because that's what you have to do in an air fryer to make that nice crispy coating on top. So we're gonna see how that is, and we'll be back to you guys in a couple of hours when we're ready to start breading our keto fried chicken. Wow. My phone is in use right now, so I brought the tablet out, but look at this insanity. I'm sure there's a gallon of water coming out of my leaking patio over here, but good grief, look at this. It is freaking coming down out here, man. We had a thunderstorm warning, and I think we just got it, bro. Check this out. All right, welcome back, guys. So the chicken has been in this defrost for a couple of hours. Let's see if it's, oh yeah, that's totally defrosted. So the chicken's gonna be nice and dry because it was in a bag. And what we are going to do is get out our little egg substitute here. We got our Eggsters from Publix. It's fat-free, cholesterol-free, good source of protein, and pasteurized, and it is also low calorie. 3 tablespoons is 25 calories, if you see right here on this, and it is 0 carb and tons of protein and no fat. So we're going to start with just a little bit inside this bowl. I always put way too much. I'm not going to do that this time. If we need more, we'll pour more. Alright, so we got our egg. That's probably still too much. We got our egg substitute in this bowl right here. We got our pork rinds here. And what we're going to do is go from here into here. And then onto the plate. Or actually, maybe we'll go directly into the air fryer. Here's our pork rinds. Boy, they smell so good. Just kidding. Yeah, so here's our pork rinds. And we're gonna grab our air fryer and save a step instead of this plate. So get your air fryer basket and go ahead and spray your air fryer basket down with your cooking spray, non-stick spray. This is also 0 calories, so also good for your diet. That's probably not enough pork rinds, but we're going to start with that amount here. And we got our chicken right here in the bag. If you feel like cutting the fat off the chicken, go for it. I'm going to leave it just the way it is. And these are pretty big pieces. I'll pull this little piece of fat off because it's hanging off the corner. So first things first, dip it in your egg substitute. Yeah, I still put way too much eggs. Way too much eggs. Let that drip off. Now there's no other seasoning in this, on this bread. It's just literally pork rinds. Get it in the pork rinds, nice and kind of help it out there. Flip it over. Help it with the pork rinds in the places it didn't get, on the sides. Give it a little bit extra. And there's already spray there, so drop it and put it into your air fryer like so. And I think we might have enough for the next one. Let's see. Off. There's a little bit of fat on this. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I might take this little piece off there. Put it in the egg. Substitute. If this is not enough pork rinds, we will grab some more. But let that egg substitute get off of it all the way. Get most of it off before you go into your pork rinds. And these are fillets you're going to need to cover both sides. Now, if you're doing bone-in chicken, there's absolutely no reason to do backside and waste a bunch of breading because you won't eat that side. We'll pour a little bit more pork rinds on here. Get those all into the chicken. Make sure you get all of them off the, yeah, we didn't get hardly any on that side. So yeah, it wasn't enough. So we got a nice coating of those now on both sides. And we'll take that guy. And if you pick it up like this, you won't lose all your breading. And we got this nice little extra piece. We'll go ahead and cook. Get this little bit of fat off of here. We'll have a little nugget. Good enough, man, over it. Get that in our bread, in our egg first, and then a little bit of breadcrumb action that we have left here. Get it getting breadcrumby. Calling it breadcrumbs. It's not breadcrumbs at all. I don't like the feel of the goop on me, so I always wash it off as soon as possible. This is not breadcrumbs. These are pork rinds, so they are carb-free. Here's a look at our chicken, and we're going to spray it from a distance so it doesn't knock off all of the delicious pork rind. You get it good and coated right there. That's going into our air fryer right here. And if you are curious about how long you are supposed to cook this, they have a guide for it that I'm going to do 390. So I'm going to hit power and then air fry. I'm going to do 390 for about 15 minutes. I'm going to take a good look at the crust on it till it's a good brown crust. Let's go ahead and hit start. You can preheat that also if you want to. Those are ready to go. We will check on them at 7.5 minutes. We will flip them over and probably spray that side as well, and we'll be back to you then. All right, guys, we're ready to flip these guys, and hopefully we don't get a copyright notice for the music that's playing. Oh, those look so fantastic. Ignore the music at all costs. Oh, some breading fell off. But it's looking good, guys. It's gonna take another 5 minutes. All right, guys, the timer went off after about 17 minutes. And that is what we are left with. Those look absolutely fantastic. So that is what we are gonna do now, is sit down and have a nice keto dinner with just a little bit of ketchup because it's my favorite thing. And you are allowed to have just a little bit of net carbs per day. Let's get this all made up and get some tasting done. All right, let's give this a shot. So on our table, we've got some Ken's Ranch, buttermilk ranch here. It's important when you're on a keto diet to make sure that you're not eating anything with a lot of sugar. This only has 1 gram of sugar per, per 2 tablespoons. So that's good for low carb. If you want to be 100% low carb, you can do sugar-free or low sugar ranch. Also got our ketchup. Now this has a lot more sugar, so I'm gonna go easy on the ketchup. I haven't had any net carbs today though, none at all. So I'm in good shape. We also got our slice of cheese, which is completely carb. So we're just gonna have a little bit of ketchup here and some ranch. And I've got the salt as well because I'm a salt freak, but I don't really know how much salt I'm actually gonna put on this. I'm gonna give it a try first because the pork rinds are salty. There's some ranch for dinner. And so this is the first time I've ever made this recipe. So why don't we start off. This little nugget is pretty crispy. There's not much to it. We can start with that. A little ketchup, a little ranch. Oh wow. Really good. Really good. Really crispy. I'm tasting almost, I mean, it does literally taste like it's fried. And here comes the rain. We decided thunderstorm morning. So sorry about the rain sounds. I do have the skylights that are loud, but let's get a piece of now our, remember this was frozen. Let's see how tender it is. Okay, yeah, it cuts pretty easy. There's a look at the inside of it. Completely done. Probably could have come out a couple minutes early, but I like the breading to be kind of crispy. I do like how this crisped up on the shell here from the air fryer. Let's give that a little taste with some ranch. Wow. So first thing I noticed, I can't smell, haven't in a couple of years. First thing I definitely noticed is the queso taste from the pork rinds. Second thing is for frozen chicken, this actually is very tasty, very moist. It's not dried out at all. Let's try some of our cheddar cheese. It's delicious. Something you might dinner, 2 of these. Still hot. Moist, tasty. You can really, really taste that pork rind. And to answer the question, it does not need any more salt. Absolutely fantastic. Can't believe I've never done these before. These are amazing. I highly recommend you trying this recipe. Wow. I mean, I'll be honest with you, that's as good as any fried chicken I've had before. Look at that guy in his golf cart getting wet. That is absolutely fantastic. So good. Just want to eat the whole thing at one bite. It's so good. Forgot some wine. That's probably better. The canned steakhouse buttermilk ranch really takes it up to another level with that creamy taste that goes along with the fried. Good on any fried food, and it's keto friendly. Keep the sugar down, you're good with keto. The ketchup is way more dangerous for your keto diet. If you have any worries about it, use Carb Manager, the app, put in the ranch, put in the ketchup, and see what you come to. Now, I have not had any carbs today. Absolutely.